Hi.
Hey.
Can you, so I'm doing a traffic stop. That's why a police car is behind you with lights on.
What you doing traffic stop for? I have my blankets and my seatbelt on. What you want?
Well, if you give me a second, then I can go over that with you.
My tail light is out.
Yep,
Okay.
you're right. Have a seat. Hello. This is traffic stop. Can you get back in the car, please?
No, for what?
What do you mean no? It's a traffic stop.
No, I'm home, and I know my tail light is out.
But you don't get to just go home because you don't want to do a traffic stop.
What do you mean?
I'm doing no favors for you. Don't ask me for any favors. I'm not going to answer questions for you, okay? However, if you don't answer my questions, I'll chalk it up to you further resisting. That's all there is to it. I'm not working with you. I'm not helping you. I ain't doing nothing for you except taking you to jail. Like you said, it's all on camera.
Yeah, but that video she got on that phone, that ain't nothing. She can delete that right now in your face, bro.
It's on that camera. Have fun with it.
And welcome back. If you recognize that voice, yes, that is Officer Justin Peppers of the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. I've done a couple videos on him. He says things like this at traffic stops. Listen.
You have a smart-ass little mouth, don't you? Alright, well, you can shut your mouth if you want. You would love that, wouldn't you? Just want to be a victim so you can get paid? Huh? Is that what you think? You would love if I beat your ass, huh? So you could play victim. Oh, the police beat me up. Your get-rich-quick scheme, huh? Get out the hood, maybe? Yeah, I bet. I bet. Well, you got prison now, boy. Have fun. You can run your stupid mouth in here by yourself. How about that, okay? Have fun. I'm sure you will. Crazy. Stupid ass.
That's just a snippet. If you want to watch the entire thing, go to Jeff Gray's YouTube channel, Honor Your Oath, Civil Rights Investigations. He's the one who obtained this footage, and he is publishing a video with the rest of this footage. He also kindly provided me with the rest of this video that you're watching now, because he's been on top of this, Officer Peppers, for a while. In his video, he goes over more of the internal affairs record and all that. So Jeff's awesome, and you know that, so go check out his channel. Make sure you subscribe to his channel as well if you haven't already. And if you couldn't tell, yeah, it's been a long week, and it was a long night last night due to high school football that was delayed by lightning. However, here we are. This is the same police officer that was featured in the Hey Mr. Black Man video, and also the guy who was filmed on another police officer's body cam punching a guy who was handcuffed. Just so that we're clear, this guy is still out there working in Jacksonville. He was just moved around to a different location in Jacksonville because he was just pissing people off in the neighborhoods he was working in. His supervisors apparently had to move him somewhere else where he had some fresh meat, such as this lady who he pulled over in her driveway. Take a look and we'll go through it.
Okay, so there's no question here. Get in the car because it's a traffic stop. Don't close that door.
Why?
Don't close that door because it's a traffic stop. So I'm 83. Sorry, I'm at 35. She's being difficult. I'm 77. Why are you being difficult?
Why? I mean, you stopping me for what?
Because
you was in front of me.
Tail lights out.
You was in front of me, so you don't even know if my tail light was out.
Walk to my car. You're about to go in handcuffs. Walk to my car. You're about to go in handcuffs. Walk to my car right now.
Walk to your car for what? No, I'll sit back in my car. Hey. Don't touch me. Hey. Go in the house. Go in the house.
Let's go.
All right, so at this point, Officer Peppers escalates a really petty so-called traffic stop that occurred in this lady's driveway over a minor equipment issue into an excessive force incident. And he grabs her, and he doesn't tase her or anything like that, but he puts her in handcuffs. He sort of manhandles her in front of her family and creates this sort of traumatic situation. And he abuses her for over nothing, really. And you can tell that he's getting angry. So I'm going to cut out some of this because, as you know, if you follow me, YouTube will completely restrict a video just based on something stupid. Even aggressive handcuffing. So I'll post the missing footage somewhere, and we'll just skip ahead to the portions that I want to talk about.
This is ridiculous.
That's ridiculous.
Over a freaking traffic stop that you admitted you know that you have a traffic violation.
Listen. Somebody just told me my
I don't give a shit. You don't get to tell me no.
I didn't tell you no.
Okay. Like you said, you're on camera.
I did not tell you no.
Like you said, you're on camera. You are going to jail, lady.
For what?
Resisting. You're ridiculous. Look at all these officers I have to have come over here to deal with your little butt.
Listen.
Get in my car right now.
You told me to get in the car.
Get in the car right now. Ridiculous.
I have no level, but I have one business number that say 263.
So I was like, what do we did that for? So I came on around and I pulled
Is there an issue going on? Like, what's up with her?
There's another one.
You can talk to him. I just got here and I can't process anything. Not to be rude, I can't process anything what you're saying because I got.
Yeah, I was the officer that stopped her, obviously, right? I saw everything. I was here, involved in everything. What is going on here? Do you understand? Because I told her to get in her car several times and she refused.
Why were you telling her to get in the car?
Yeah, I told her it was a traffic stop. And she said, I know, I got a tag light out. And then I said, okay, well, get in the car. And she said, no. Is that common? Is that how we act around here?
No, I'm trying to figure out what was the point.
What was the point of a traffic stop? Her tail light's out.
Yeah, I know that because...
okay, so if we know that, why are we asking the question?
Because I'm trying to see, why would you stop? All right, check this out. I know the tail light is out because it's an LED light.
Okay, so if the tail light's out, there's a traffic stop being done. Why are we asking questions? Can you please back up because I need to approach this vehicle and you're too close to me. Walk away.
How am I too close to you? Walk up to me.
Listen, right here, this right here is mine right now, okay?
But why is you walking closer to me?
Right here, this is mine because you're standing here. Now you're not standing here. We're good.
Sometimes police officers just need to stop and ask themselves. And I think I said this in the video I had where the cop runs into the church and tackles and tased the pastor up, I think it was Massachusetts or something. But at some point, you have to stop and ask yourself, like, what am I doing? Do I have a legal right to be here? Should I really be doing this? Is there a better way to do this? Is there a more constitutional way to do this? So this cop is on their property. And we can see in the video, basically, he's in the front yard of a house, and this is just a house on a lot. So I've used the word curtilage a lot, and it's a Florida case, Supreme Court, Florida versus Jardines, that talks about the curtilage of a home being protected just like the inside of a home. And here, we're clearly in a curtilage situation. This is in a driveway in a front yard. That is within the curtilage of a home. That's private property. We're not talking about a public right-of-way. We're not talking about the sidewalk. This police officer cannot just, under normal circumstances, walk into somebody's yard and say, nope, I'm refusing to leave. In fact, you need to leave your front yard because I'm here and I like my personal space. No, that's not the way it works. Generally, if the police are going to arrest you on your property and refuse to leave and detain you, whatever, they have to meet certain constitutional requirements under the Fourth Amendment. They either need to have a warrant, a arrest warrant for a resident of that property, they need to have a search warrant for that property, or they need to have exigent circumstances. And that could be there's a call for help there, there's some sort of emergency occurring, or it could be they chased like a violent fleeing felon onto the property. And that clearly is not the situation here. This was a minor, petty traffic offense. If a police officer really wanted to, if a homeowner said, no, you have to leave my property, they could come back with a warrant. And that would be the legal way of doing this, not saying, all right, I'm taking over your front yard or I'm taking over your house, even though I don't have a warrant. Not under these circumstances. If you're dealing with a serial killer, a violent fleeing felon, then maybe under those circumstances. Some sort of emergency, kids drowning, something like that. Broken taillight, no.
Whatever, dude. Okay, man. I tried talking to you, but you don't want to make sense. So.
No, you don't want to not making sense. I know what I'm talking about.
So what am I doing a traffic stop for, man? I don't need to know what's going on with brake light. That's what a traffic stop's for. I can do that whenever things are safe. I'm not going to have everyone walking around telling me no, bro.
I didn't tell you no.
Whatever, dude. We're done talking. I'm done talking to you, bro.
like, you know, what for I'm in my house.
Ridiculous.
Somebody tell like, so we like, okay, so tell like without you.
Was I on the right street?
Yeah, 20 engineers.
You gonna search this female? Freaking little lady being stupid. Straight bucking on me, man. That's a waste of fucking time. It's a traffic stop and she's being dumb. That's all. I just told y'all. It's a traffic stop. She acted her ass and I gotta take her to jail now. Bullshit.
Dragging her to his car by his shirt, by her head. She need to get the fuck away from him. It's just that you get there. I'm trying to get my mama person that belongs away from him.
Yeah, you can't do that. So.
And take it in the house. So at this point, I was reporting.
Haven't even got to that. Mishandling. Tell them how all three of y'all started encroaching on me and stuff.
First of all, sir, I'm on the fucking porch. Excuse my language, but I'm on the porch.
You're not excused.
Of course, I'm gonna get mad. I'm gonna get close, man, or not authority, or not. That's my mother.
Okay.
That's the person I got. So if you gonna do something to her, you gonna have to do something to me. That's all I had to say, and that's all I'm gonna say. You didn't have to grab her by her hair. You didn't have to drag her by her. You didn't even grab her properly. You're supposed to say you're a woman. You didn't see her as a woman. You did.
Well, she should have behaved appropriately.
Yeah, because first of all, what you pulled her over for? You didn't even say why you pulled her over, because I immediately walked out the house.
Fuck up.
No, sir, I was in the house.
Don't sir me. You ain't talking to me. Here's what's going to happen. I'm writing a docket for you. I'm going to take you to jail. I'm doing no favors for you. Don't ask me for any favors. I'm not going to answer questions for you. Okay? However, if you don't answer my questions, I'll chalk it up to you further resisting. That's all there is to it. I'm not working with you. I'm not helping you. I ain't doing nothing for you except taking you to jail.
Listen, please work with me, bro.
What did I just say?
I was not a resistant arrest. You told me to sit back in the car.
Have fun with that. You can tell the judge. I'm not talking to you about it.
Listen, please.
I'm not even gonna read you your rights. I'm not asking you any questions. I have nothing to say to you.
Please don't do me like this.
You're wasting my time.
Please don't do me like
I could be out there dealing with real criminals, but you couldn't even let me do a simple traffic stop.
I was finna get by in the
Nope.
and you snatched me. Please don't do me.
Yeah, right. I'm sure.
Please.
Tell you what, you want to talk so bad, I'll let you know what your rights are before you do so. You have the right to remain silent.
I'm good.
Anything you say can be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to talk to an attorney before we ask you questions and to have an attorney present during questioning. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed for you at no cost before questioning begins. If you answer questions now, you can stop at any time and consult with an attorney. Do you understand those rights? Yeah, you understand them or no? You don't know your rights? There you go. I ain't listening to a word you say then. There you go. Suspect continues to refuse by refusing to acknowledge their rights. Is that how it is? Because you heard everything I said, and I said, do you understand your rights, and you want to ignore me?
No, I understand.
Are you sure? You want me to read them again?
I understand.
I'll read them again. I'll explain it to you line by line if you like me to.
All this can go out the door.
No, it cannot. You're going to jail.
Why am I going to jail? I was not resisting arrest.
Because you did. Okay. Remember, like you said, it's all on camera. Like you said.
You told me don't shut the door.
Like you said.
Bike in the car.
Like you said. Like you said, it's all on camera.
And just because my baby, listen.
Like you said, it's all on camera.
Yeah, but that video she got on that phone, that ain't nothing. She can delete that right now in your face, bro.
It's on that camera. Have fun with it. The best thing that ever happened to me in this job is Citizens of Jacksonville paying for me to have a body-worn camera so I can record their every move and their every word and their every action. Best thing I ever did. You need to teach your daughter some manners. She acts just like you do. Where do you think she learned it from? Damn police is out here trying to do their freaking job, and everyone's got to make it difficult. Thanks a lot.
You know, the worst part about this guy is just the way that he treats people, the way that he talks to people. And do you think that this situation would have escalated but for the way that he was talking to this lady, but for the way that he was treating her like a criminal? And that's a good point where he says, I could be out dealing with real criminals, but I'm instead dealing with you. Well, how did you end up in her driveway in the first place? It was over a broken taillight. And if you observed the broken taillight, why did you wait until she pulled into her driveway to perform your so-called traffic stop? And usually where the violation is defective equipment, the rationale that the courts look at is, well, it makes sense that he doesn't want this individual to continue driving without their lights on or something like that. But here the person's already in their driveway. There's no safety threat by just going on with your life and letting them go or asking them to fix it. If you look at the other videos, this guy seems to concentrate on people of a certain race. And he seems to have this issue with them. And the way that he talks with them, like the Look Mr. Black Man video, like the snippet I played you from Jeff Gray's clip. I mean, he views these people as they're out to get him as a police officer. They're out to make money on him and blah, 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 blah. But really, it's the reverse. This guy is treating people in a certain way based on his preconceived biases, his preconceived notions of what they think and what they're doing. This guy is just as Jeff says, a menace to society. He's creating an even worse name for police officers. He's escalating situations from really non-crimes to people are in handcuffs having their hair pulled, uses of force in front of children in their own front yard, complete disregard for Fourth Amendment constitutional protections of the home, which according to the Supreme Court, not that he cares, is the most highly protected place under the Constitution. But this guy clearly does not care about the Constitution one bit. And it's just sad that this officer, Justin Peppers, is still running around Jacksonville terrorizing that city. As always, thanks for watching. If you like going through these sorts of videos, please make sure to subscribe, both here and at the blog at thecivilrightslawyer.com. Freedom is scary. Deal with it. I'll see you next time.